Yeah, proud of our team. Those first round games are always hard. We saw them today throughout college basketball. You know, a lot of big favorites just hanging on tight, trying to win games. Happened in our tournament too, and so I thought that South Carolina played very, very hard. Was physical. Their inside guys played really well. Thought KJ Buffin got us off to a great start. Got himself in a little foul trouble, and then Jarkel really started playing downhill into his strengths. Really good free throw shooter. In the second half, I thought it was just really balanced. Got a lot of different guys score, played. Matthew Morrell played good. Robert gave us some great minutes when KJ was in foul trouble. And our main guys of Kale, Devontae, and Melo were steady. So we'll turn our attention quickly to LSU.
John starts off.
Kermit, where does this performance tonight, I mean, you kind of alluded to it with the balanced scoring, but was this one of the more complete wins that you can remember of your team this season?
Yeah, it was, John. I mean, I just thought it was just balanced. Second half, the ball just kind of moved and spread, and even the shots we missed, I thought we got great shots, and we missed some extra pass shots, but we played inside out. Our defense created offense like it has most of the year, and then I thought Matthew Morrell, Robert, just some different guys played good. And Sammy Hunter came in, got a big tip in. Robert, a great follow-up dunk. So, yeah, it was balanced, and we're going to need a lot of that tomorrow.
And quick follow-up here, but what do you kind of remember of your guys' last meeting with LSU on January 9th, and how much of a different team would you say that your guys are now compared to then over 2 months ago?
Yeah, they hit us right in the mouth, and we didn't really respond. And so I'm sure their team is different too. I know our team is much different. And we have a lot of respect for LSU's talent and their coaching, and but we're going to have to be really, really good tomorrow night. Changing defenses they have, a lot of switching. But the biggest thing is we've got to defend. We got to defend and rebound. We got to be physical with them, and and so that was something that we didn't really do a great job of, probably a couple months ago.
And the last one from me is, do you think if you guys win tomorrow, you're in?
I think so. I do. Still may be. I don't know. It's just little things like the Mississippi State win may move that one to a quad one win for us. So you never know the nuances of the bubble and all that. But yeah, we understand we've got to win some games, and but it's a big game for both teams for sure, John.
All right, Ben, go ahead.
Kermit, you are playing the late game every single day, so you got a lot of time on your hands. Do you watch other games of other bubble contenders and see what's going on?
Well, we're staying at a hotel, a great one, JW Marriott. They don't have the SEC network, so we're trying to watch it downstairs with Nate and hooking it up for us. And I followed a few scores. We're spending a lot of time really on South Carolina. Then I did some work on LSU just in case today. That scout's already done, just in my mind. And so Ronnie's got that one. So, not much time for that really, Ben, because I know it's a late game, but it's a quick turnaround for us. We'll meet tomorrow at 10:30 with our team, do some scouting, then come back in the afternoon, do some more scouting. Not a lot of physical activity, but a lot of mental things that we got to prepare for. And then LSU throws a lot of different things at you.
How have you addressed it with the guys, or just spoken about the bubble and the chase?
Yeah, we just talked about that we need to go win games, and we really just kind of concentrate. I know it sounds cliche-ish, but play our best basketball. We don't have to do anything different. We don't have to be anything spectacular, special. We just got to be who we are. And we think if we are who we are, then we got a chance to play with a lot of teams in college basketball. And that's got to start defending and rebounding. And tomorrow night we need some timely shooting.
We'll go to Tyler.
Coach, a year ago to this day, you guys were eliminated by Georgia in the SEC tournament. Can you talk a little bit about how the journey to get to this point, how that's been?
Yeah, some COVID hit and guys went home, for a couple months, and like everybody else in college basketball, and it seemed like an eternity, but it went by pretty quick, really. Again, what I've said, I'm just so proud of our players and staff, our medical team, to get to this point, the SEC. And it was an eerie feeling that we got beat and we hated that. But all the other circumstances made it I've never felt that way as a coach. With so much uncertainty where your guys just left campus, everybody's doing school remotely. It was just uncharted waters for everybody. And but to see us kind of come out of it, and we still got a lot of work to do with the COVID, but it was just great to see some people there. We had a good number of Ole Miss fans, and hopefully they'll we'll have a few more tomorrow night versus LSU.
Go to Nick.
You talk about defense and rebounding. It seems like y'all and LSU win in completely opposite ways. How important is it to just kind of control the game and not let them impose their style like they did last time?
Yeah, it's the whole thing. I mean, we've got, they play with a great bravado, and a great arrogance, and they're good, and they know they're good. And so our team we got to be physical. We got to match physicality. We got to be able to guard them. You got to get back. You got to win the rebounding battle. And then on offense, we've got to play downhill. We got to get paint touches and drive the ball, move it. And so, yeah, it's a real I think it's the most talented team in our league, personally. I just think they got more pros on that team. And so they've got good plan, and we'll have to play really well tomorrow.
You talked so much this year about wanting this team to admit its own offensive identity and be comfortable playing in those 60s and 70s. Do you think tonight was kind of a culmination of that style of just being willing to play the way it can?
Yeah, I do, Nick, because you watch these tournament games. I mean, can you win a tournament game? We got in the high 70s. Maybe, I thought we took some great shots in the second half. We missed. The game could have been easily in the 80s. Or can you win a game like against Tennessee, 52-50, or Vanderbilt, 56-46? So, we'll see how the game unfolds tomorrow night. It's a really good offensive team we're playing. So we're going to have our A game defensively in all areas, our zones, our man, and all the different things that we'll do.